Hi everyone, you're welcome to chemistry class with me. So, still in preparation for the NECO Practical, which is fast approaching. Here is my predicted question, and we are going to solve this question together. If you are coming across my video for the first time, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share. Share this video so that other students will benefit from it. So here's the question. A is 0.0486 mole per dm cube of H2SO4. B is 5 gram per dm cube impure sodium hydroxide. Titrate A against 25 centimeter cube of B using methyl orange as the indicator. Repeat the titration and record your results. Then we have question A. Calculate the average volume of A used. This is the equation for the reaction. This is the equation for the reaction. Then B. From your results and the information provided, calculate I. Concentration of B in mole per dm cube. II. Concentration of B in gram per dm cube. III. Mass of the impurity in B. IV. Percentage purity of B. V. Percentage impurity of B. Now we are going to answer this question. Solution. The first thing, remember, once you get your question, you do your titration and tabulate your reading. And if you have not watched the video I make on the calculation with the theoretical value for the expected volume of acid, go and watch it. From that calculation, we got our average title value as 25.72 centimeter cube. So your average total value must not be this, but you should work around it. You should be within that. So at this point, I will tabulate my reading, making sure that my values are within those range. So this is what I have. So we have our direct reading, final reading, initial reading, then volume of acid. Volume of acid. And remember your table must be in units. It must be in centimeter cube. Then this is initial. I'm starting at 0.00. I'm starting at 0.00 for all. Then we have how I want my table to be. This is my value. So I've gotten my raw 25.70, the first title 25.60, second title 25.70. So your volume must not be this, but it should just be within the range. So the first thing, average title value. Average title value, I'll use the first and second to get my average title value. So with this, I'm going to have 25.60 centimeter cube. Use a calculator. Divided by 2, I got 25.65 centimeter cube. So my average Titration value, I just got it at 25.65 centimeter cube. 25.65 centimeter cube. And this is what I will use to solve other questions that follows it. Then the next question now says, so this we just solve this question. The second question says, from your results and information provided, calculate concentration of B in moles per dm cube. Concentration of B in mole per dm cube. So the next question says, concentration of B in mole per dm cube. And in solving that, I'll use the formula CABA over CB BB equals to NA over NB. So this is the formula I'm going to use to solve that particular question. So to solve that question, that's I. Remember we said CABA over CBBB equals to NA over NB. And what we are looking for is this CB. We are giving CA as 0.0486 mole per dm cube. We are giving our VA. Our VA is the average Titration value of which is 25.65 centimeter cube. Then we have our BB, the volume of the first use, which is 25 centimeter cube. We have our NA. From the equation, the ratio of acid to base is 1:1. So our NA is equal to 1. Our NB is equal to 2. Then CA is unknown. That's what we are asked to find. So what are we going to do? We are going to make this CB size of the formula by saying CB equals to CA BA MB over VB NA. We are going to substitute our value. So when we substitute our value, we are going to have CB equals to our CA 0.048 mole per dm cube and our BA which is 25.65 centimeter cube and our NB which is 2 all over our BB. Our BB is what? 25 centimeter cube times NA which is 1. Please use your calculator. CM cube cancel CM cube. So that's what our CB to be 0.0997 mole per dm cube. So we just solved the first question. Then the next question says concentration of B in gram per dm cube. This is the mass concentration. The next question says II we are going to use the formula. Concentration in gram per dm cube is equal to molar concentration times molar mass. Remember we are talking about B, which is sodium hydroxide. So we are going to find the molar mass for sodium hydroxide, and then the molar concentration. So we have molar concentration times molar mass. So molar mass of sodium hydroxide is equal to 23.16 plus 1, which is 40 grams per mole. So we are going to have this times this 40 grams per mole, and that will be 0.0997 mole per dm cube times 40 grams per mole. The mole we cancel mole here. Use your calculator, please. And we got 3.988 grams per dm, which is approximately 4 grams per dm cube. Then the next question now says mass of the impurity in B. Mass of the impurity in B. How do you find the mass of the impurity in B? Mass of the impurity in B. We are going to use the mass of the impure sodium hydroxide to subtract the mass of the pure sodium hydroxide. Mass of the pure sodium hydroxide is what we just got now as the mass concentration of sample B. So we are going to use mass of impure minus mass of pure substance. Mass of impure substance minus the mass of the pure substance. And with that we are going to have mass of the impure substance is that 5 grams. 5 grams per dm cube minus mass of the pure substance, which is 3.988 grams per dm cube. And that will give us 1.012 grams. So we just got this now. Then the next question now says percentage purity of B. Percentage purity of B. The next question, IB. Percentage purity of B. With this, we are going to use the mass of the pure over mass of the impure times 100 over 1. Pure over impure times 100 over 1. And we have the mass of the pure substance to be 3.988 over mass of the impure is what? 5 times 100 over 1. and that gives us 79.76%. So the percentage purity we just got it to be 79.76%. Then the next question there now says percentage impurity. Percentage impurity. So since we have gotten the percentage purity, we are going to get the percentage impurity by using 100 to subtract this. So it equals to 100 minus 79.76. And that is giving us 20.64%. That's the end of today's class. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, share this so that other students will benefit from it. Like, comment, and share. See you in my next video. We are going to also solve other questions involving titration, and we're also going to have a qualitative analysis. We are going to write to test for the observation, the inference, and